smartphones and other distractions, Americans are getting less and less healthy sleep. In fact, if you want a real pandemic afflicting this country, sleep deprivation is a good candidate. About a third of Americans say they are getting less than 5 hours of sleep a night. Millions are getting less than 4 hours of sleep. According to the CDC, which is actually more trustworthy on this sort of thing than it is on COVID, going 18 hours without sleep is like having a blood alcohol level of 0.05%. Going 24 hours without sleep is like having a blood alcohol of 0.1%. That's higher than the level considered to be drunk driving. Lack of sleep doesn't just make you an unsafe driver, though. It contributes to obesity and depression. It increases your risk of diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. Across the board, lack of sleep increases the risk of dying suddenly. It makes you more vulnerable to every type of infectious disease. So, in short, sleep is important, but millions of Americans don't get enough of it. And it's not just that we're busy. Even if they want to sleep more, a lot of Americans struggle to do so. Some of them turn to melatonin, but in fact, melatonin is far from perfect as a sleep aid. Matt Gallant is the CEO of BiOptimizers and a sponsor of the Stu Peters Show. We are so grateful to have him here today. Matt, thank you so much. Listen, I've been using Sleep Breakthrough. I work in media, and my life is crazy. I have a lot of sleepless nights. I started taking it. Changed my life. I also take your magnesium. Love you guys. America, it seems like with all the distractions, everything going on, especially with like social media and stuff like that, with this new advanced technology, that people are getting less and less sleep. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, modern technology, including lights and especially lights, including lights from our phones, lights from our TV, are disrupting sleep. So light is one of the main things that sets your circadian clock. And one tip I would recommend everybody starts doing is wake up in the morning and try to expose your eyes to sunlight or blue light within 30 minutes upon awakening. That actually programs your brain to start the clock, and 14 to 16 hours later, you'll start to feel a little bit tired. The other aspect of light, and the reason why a lot of people are struggling to get sleep, is there's too much light while people are preparing to go to bed. So I'd say 90 minutes before your target bedtime, start dimming the lights, or some people put on red light bulbs or use blue light blocking glasses. Any of those solutions are a good idea because light will destroy your natural melatonin production.
Yes. And okay, so, I've taken a lot of sleep aids. Like I tried just knocking myself with like Tylenol PM. I have taken melatonin, didn't have much luck with it. What is the difference? But I have noticed a huge difference. Within 30 minutes of taking Sleep Breakthrough, I'm sleepy, and I sleep well. It's like I'm not like, oh, like doped out. It's like I sleep well and I wake up refreshed. What's the difference between Sleep Breakthrough and any other alternative sleep aid?
Just a quick comment on melatonin. First of all, people that are mega dosing, and I almost feel like saying overdosing on melatonin, the brain will produce 10 to 80 micrograms naturally, and people are taking 10, 20, 30, 50 times that amount. And for me, it never worked really well. If you look at the data on melatonin, it's really good at helping people pass out and fall asleep, but it doesn't improve the quality of sleep. And I would say the most important thing when it comes to improving your sleep is focusing on the quality. What you want to do is try to improve your deep sleep and improve your REM sleep. Deep sleep is where all of the body's natural hormones are happening, like growth hormone, all the good, healthy stuff. And then REM is where you're processing emotions. It's where you're starting to dream quite a bit. And it's really setting up your brain for a good mood the following day. The reason Sleep Breakthrough is so effective is that we're targeting multiple pathways. First, we're giving the body all of the building blocks that it needs to naturally produce melatonin, which is always a better approach than taking exogenous or external forms. So that's the first strategy. The second strategy is we're really targeting minerals and compounds that will relax the nervous system. A lot of people are stressed out because they're busy, they're active like you are, like I am. So anything that can help us relax, things like pharma GABA is really phenomenal. L-theanine, which is an amino acid derived from green tea, what it does, it helps relax you without causing drowsiness. And the problem with a lot of sleep substances, and I'm a little careful with my languaging here, a lot of sleep substances will cause you to pass out, but you're not getting good quality sleep, and they cause drowsiness. So the next day you wake up and you're feeling a little bit groggy. We really wanted to create something that would help you fall asleep, stay asleep, but when you wake up, you feel great. And one of the substances that's amazing for that is called glycine. Glycine is an amino acid. It's an essential amino acid. Most people are very deficient in it. And what it does, it also helps lower body temperature. It helps people stay asleep. And the best part about it is you will feel more refreshed the next day. So there's a combination of all these types of minerals and amino acids. Is completely natural. There's nothing synthetic. Everything's either an amino acid or a plant or a mineral.
Yep. And I guess it explains why I'm dreaming again, too. And it's like good sleep. I wake up, I'm good to go. Guys, you can support our sponsors and get a hold of this great product and sleep great at sleepbreakthrough.com/Stu Peters. So go to sleepbreakthrough.com/Stu Peters. Support our sponsors because they're the ones that keep our show on the air. They keep our content free. Matt, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you and everything you do for the Stu Peters show. God bless you.
Thank you.
Branch Covidians have turned our cities into super shedder capitals. The jabbed have become self-spreading bioweapons, threatening the purebloods.
He pulled this clot out, but as he pulled it out, it became something that was the extent of the person's entire leg. It was almost like a wax, mold of something.
The clot shot is ending careers, detonating bombs in the brains of pilots.
Dozens, maybe north of 100 commercial airline pilots have died within just a few days of being vaccinated. Dead.
But don't despair. There's an answer to protect you and your kids from the chimerically engineered symptoms. Forget the forever boosters. Fortify your immune system today with the Z-Stack from Dr. Zev Zelenko. One pill formula, taken twice a day. Everything you need to fight back against bioweapons, RSV, and influenza B. ZStackProtocol.com. Stock up now. Be prepared. Stand ready. ZStackProtocol.com.
I try to stay as healthy and as fit as I can. God gave me a very specific directive: get into warrior shape. And so I work on that every day. I work out in the gym. I try to watch what I eat. I take things like the Z-Stack Protocol Daily and other supplements, the things that we advertise here on the program. I take them myself, and that's how I can personally endorse them. Believe me, we've had a lot of offers that we have turned down because I can't get on board with the product. We're not going to just take money. But, I do have some bad habits. I love carbs, of course. Who doesn't love pizza and pasta and potatoes? I mean, who doesn't love French fries? All of these other things. Well, apparently now there is a new scientific formula to being able to eat those carbs without all of the fat gain. Yeah, seriously. Go to thehealthyfat.com/Stu. Thehealthyfat.com/Stu. There is a full scientific breakdown of how you can enjoy carbs because we know that you love them as well. These are all the foods that taste good, but they seem to, pack on the pounds, that stubborn fat that you just can't get rid of. Well, now there's a way to do that. Consume the carbs, don't gain all the fat. Thehealthyfat.com/Stu. Again, thehealthyfat.com/Stu.